So I came into ISKL in 2012, and at that time I had 14 years experience in admissions in 3 different schools, both internationally and back in the US where I'm from. My first days were excitement, both excitement for being in a school like ISKL that reputationally, I had heard about for so many years, but also a little bit of a sense of overwhelming. Although I had years of experience behind me and I've worked in lots of different schools, boarding schools, day schools, international schools, all-girls schools. This was the biggest school I'd worked in, and I hadn't appreciated that the admissions is a little more fast-paced. The bulk of admissions, the different kinds of applications we were getting. So there was a little sense of, oh gosh, have I bitten off more than I can chew? But quickly you come into a school like this and you're supported by leadership, you're supported by a phenomenal team. It's just such a great starting point. I had in previous schools had an opportunity to connect with colleagues. That's quite normal in schools to have organizations. And I think it was probably my first IRCOS conference, which happened to be in KL, where I had an opportunity to connect with directors of admissions from schools in the region. I realized the importance of that, and so that connection with IRCOS became really strong. And so even in those early days, we would ensure we would connect. IASIS, the IASIS connection, we started doing yearly IASIS Director of Admissions meetings where we would go to each other's schools and see the schools and learn a little bit about what their admissions was doing, share best practice. And then of course COVID hit, and those connections were even more crucial in our schools. And so I had some great opportunities to do some webinars with folks around the world just to really talk about what we do here at ISKL and to position ourselves as a leader, but also because I think in any learning environment it's about sharing and learning yourself. But in many ways it's been great to just see how far we've come as a school in the 11 years that I've been here. Any opportunity that I can have to connect with students has been really valuable to me. So I was able to travel on some phenomenal gap trips to parts of the world that I might not have otherwise seen. But I guess there's probably two events that have been the most meaningful. Sorry. My stepdaughter was able to come to ISKL, and it was life-changing for her. So she graduated, and ISKL will forever be what put her on that path. And then secondly, my son, who is now in prep senior, and to experience his growth and development and what he has experienced in our early childhood program, it's incredibly rewarding. And I think to do my job well, I feel confident in the stories that I share with families because I witness it daily in my own family. It's been more than just a job. It's been just an incredible life experience.